Camp Maple Leaf. A pleasant late June morning. Patrols are getting ready to head out. Other soldiers are maintaining equipment and stores, preparing meals, and writing reports. We were about to head out on a vehicle patrol through the zone of separation and visit one of the platoon houses, an observation post for a handful of RCRs.
Charlie, St. John Barracks. Get your hands out of your pockets, mister.
Gate duty isn't terribly glamorous, but it's an important job, keeping a vigilant eye on the comings and goings.
Well, Mick, we have a section that lives in there, and we rotate every 2 days.
Is that right?
On the surf side here, it's not like a big center. It has a big area. everybody's young out here too, eh? Young. Like, how old are you guys? You guys are
The average I'm 42.
He's
I'm 32.
Young.
Come on.
You're 32.
Maybe you guys can start by telling us a little bit about what it's been like out here for the last 5 months.
Actually, it's been really quiet. I mean, other than the weather when we first got here, everything's been really quiet. There's been no incidents, like major incidents, compared to what it was when the UN was there. I was here back in '92, and you know what I mean. There's a lot of shelling and all that stuff. I was down in Syria where there's nothing like that this time. It's quiet. Like there's probably more going on in Vancouver than what it is in Bosnia right now.
Could be right. You guys feel as though there's a lot more prestige coming in here under I-4 than under UNPRO 4?
Yes, very much so.
The lines are more clear about who you are and what you're here to do?
Definitely. Yeah. I can imagine like when I-4 or the UN was there at first, it was pretty well drawn out what it was going to be, but as the UN was there for a while, the warring factions, I guess they took advantage of it. It seems like it anyway, and I guess they just lost face. It seems like it did. That's the impression I got.
Do the locals respond to you differently as under I-4 than under UNPRO 4?
I don't know. I like when I was there with the UN. I don't really see them acting much different towards me, myself, like and the people I was with. No, I can't really speak for the other people, but obviously UN had a problem here, and I-4 sorted it out.
What's the worst thing you've seen over here since you've been here?
It's the worst thing I've seen. But
Yeah.
on this tour,
Yeah.
I can't think of anything real bad.
How about any tour?
Any tour?
Yeah, your other tour when you were here in '92.
Well, when I was here last time, there was a few grenade incidents, you know what I mean, where we could have had people killed, but it got diffused, you know what I mean, like it didn't turn into a major thing. No one was killed, or anything like that. But I didn't see any. If you were looking for blood and guts, I didn't see any of that.
How do you deal with seeing a traumatic experience like that? How do you deal with it psychologically? Do you have a method, or what do? You must have to prepare yourself for this kind of stuff.
I'll pass you over to Mr. Pelicano.
Good handoff.
Yeah.
I think, like he said, it's been very quiet here, so we haven't really had very many or any really traumatic incidences. Now, if there was, I know in past tours, some soldiers have suffered trauma. We've got some.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're doing something over here that a lot of people back home probably wouldn't relate to. Do you think that your friends and your family back home, Canadians in general, understand what's going on over here and how important this is? Are you going to be able to feel connected to these people after being over here?
I think because it's been so quiet over here, I'm not sure there's been very much news coverage, actually, of what's been going on over here. But because it's been very quiet, there hasn't been, like I said, very many incidences. However, I-4, the implementation force of the Dayton Peace Agreement has gone very well. We haven't had any problems, for example, any mine strikes, knock on wood. We haven't had any sniping at golf companies specifically. So it's gone quite well. If they can associate with us, I believe once we go back to Canada and relate our stories that we've done over here, we can relate quite easily. Quite well.
As you know, the Canadian military has really taken a pounding at home in the media in terms of its public image because of missions elsewhere in the past. Do you think that this will do anything to restore Canadians' pride in the military? The fact that nothing's happened here?
Yes. Well, not that nothing's happened. Things have happened. Good things have happened over here. This has been a good mission, a good tour. A lot of good things have come about. A lot of good work, hard work has gone into positions and to patrolling and stuff like that. A lot of what we call G5, civilian military affairs have occurred, helping out certain towns get themselves set up again and get on with things. So a lot of good has come out of this, and yes, I think because it's been a good tour, it'll shed some good light on the military.
Yeah. Now, you guys are out here, basically you're on the front lines here. You've got a machine gun nest up there. You're in the zone of separation. There must be a certain anxiety or stress level, maybe you might say fear, that exists here. This isn't being in Petawawa.
Yeah.
What's that like?
Well, really, you're right. We're in the zone of separation. However, the fear doesn't really lie with the soldiers, because we've had some good training, and we've been prepared for this type of operation for a while. The fear exists with the people. For example, the Serbs, although they have freedom of movement to go on either side of the boundary line, there's still very much fear. Some people do not wish to go across just because they're scared of what might happen to them on the other side. And that goes for both sides, both the Bosnian Muslims and the Serbs.
Okay, well, that's cool. Unless you got something as well.
What's been one of your favorite memories of this place?
Favorite?
Any good memories? Any good incidents?
Well, you're looking at it right there. See that pool right there?
Yeah, the pool, under the pool. What was the impetus to build the pool?
Well, it gets pretty hot here during the days, and like I said, we're on shift work here at 24 hours and 7. And when the soldiers are off, there's relaxation, welfare, basketball, and I thought that a pool would be a nice thing to a bit of a wading pool to get in and relax, and it's gone very well. I think the majority of the troops enjoy the pool, myself included.
Now, it looks like this is an all-male platoon here, is that correct?
Yes.
So what are the rules vis-a-vis attire in the pool?
There's only one rule. There's no urinating in the pool. Okay, this is St. John Barracks, a platoon position. There's 30 soldiers living here. Come on inside, we'll have a look. What we've done here is we have an interpreter attached with us full-time. She or he stays here 24 hours, and we call upon them if we need them at the front gate, or if any locals come and speak to us.
And look right over here?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So the interpreters live...
Yeah, right here.
Okay. Nah, it's okay.
Yeah,
This is where the interpreters
that's right.
are kitted up.
Nice little place. There you go, all set up. And what we've done for the ablutions is we just use the existing bathtub and sink, and we just plug in with the generator. We have a bilge pump coming outside. So how that's set up. Inside we have this is the kitchen area right here. And for food, what we do is we get supplied from Camp Maple Leaf. They bring in trays and put on a hot tray here. And that's for lunch and supper. For breakfast, we basically make our own breakfast. We've got cereal, fruit, just to tide us over. Over here, what we have is the mess. This is the eating mess where we eat, and also TV, VCR, and also satellite dish.
So you folks get some chance to watch movies from back home and such?
That's right.
Outside.
Bit of a paradox here, isn't there?
Yeah, just a bit, eh?
We'll have a look upstairs. This position has been reinforced. If we had to fight from this house, you'll notice that the walls are reinforced. And this is the fighting position here. This is just left over from winter. Just pump out the hose and be a fighting position if we had to. There's 3 sections in this house, and this is one of the section's rooms. Another one is back here. That's it. And the other rooms are for senior NCOs and commanders. Again, you'll see the reinforcement. A lot of sandbags went into this position. Up here, some of the troops have moved up in the attic just because it's cool, a little cooler. We've also got some emergency water, some emergency rations, 72 hours worth, and some extra mortar ammunition. Back to the rear, you'll see the C6 general purpose machine gun fighting position, along with the Noddler, the night observation device long range. And this position here basically protects our back door. It's been very quiet. We haven't, I believe the threat to this position to be sniping, and we haven't had any sniping incidents. We've got some fighting positions also. In this case here, we just pop out a couple of the roof tiles, and that can be one fighting position. The remainder on this side of the house. Little private march on the guitar. There you go. He's sitting on a couple of the fighting positions we have that overlook the town of Velachevo. And that's facing south Serb side.
So tell me, what's the like been here?
I like it here. It's not bad.
Pretty quiet?
Oh yes.
Where's home?
Nova Scotia.
Whereabouts?
I'm from Saskatoon, Nova Scotia, but my wife is in New Brunswick, or Moncton, New Brunswick.
That's where she is right now, back in Gagetown?
Oh yes. Awaiting anxious for me to get home.
Yeah, she's looking forward to getting home, eh?
Oh yes. It's been a while now. It's
Yeah.
time to get back to normal life.
How long you been in?
I've only been in a year, 2 years, about 2 years.
This is your first tour?
Oh yes.
Quite different, isn't it?
Oh yeah. It wasn't quite what I would expect, but it's been a good tour nonetheless.
Great. What have you experienced out here in the last 5 months?
I've seen a beautiful country that it's a shame that a war had to come to it, because it's beautiful. It's got mountains and beautiful rivers and beautiful picture postcard perfect villages, but when you get close, they're all the windows are smashed out and the roofs are blowing off. It's kind of a shame. That's about it. We've got a chance to do a lot of patrolling, and both mounted and dismounted. Got to see the people, talk to the people via the interpreters that we have. It's been pretty interesting.
The mission itself was very, shall we say, different compared to my other tours. It's very, hate to use the word stagnant, but it's very methodical. It's nothing exciting or anything to my standard, but it was very different because you gotta play the dancing game between the two warring factions, and make sure they play by the rules type thing, and it's interesting to say the least. Basically the people are the same on both sides. It's just the 4 years of war has made things different.
Mm-hmm. And you've seen quite a few sites out here. Has it been a satisfying tour?
It's been a very satisfying tour because every new experience makes you a better person, I believe. And you see a lot of different things here, and you see the houses were blown off with no roofs and gaping holes from shells and whatnot, and it makes you appreciate Canada so much more.
After a brief stay, we are heading out to continue our patrol.